Hey there, groom. I'm seeking Monsieur de Versailles. I have a letter for him.
He is not here. You shall have to come back in an hour, Monsieur Faverolles.
You know me?
You offend me, Monsieur former page. Golipo, at your service.
Ah, Golipo, what a godsend. I seek lodgings.
There is no more room in the inns nor at the lodging houses, but if you go to the Pelican Inn and tell them I sent you. It is in a fine location, very close to the Grand Commun.
Where can I find the Pelican Inn?
Just on your left.
Good day to you all. Golipo sent me. He said,
I can do nothing for you until you rid me of this drunkard.
Monsieur, would you please...
I hear nothing, monsieur. Unhand me.
This fellow seems deaf to all reason.
And the same goes for me, as long as he remains.
Monsieur, you have to help me. It's...
Cease bothering me. I'm not the right person.
Come quickly to the Pelican Inn. There's going to be a...
Same old story, I wager. Let's be off.
How dare you treat me in this way?
A bugler who prefers the bottle to music does not annoy honest folk.
By way of thanks, my good gentleman, I have a very pretty room for you. Shall we say 50 livres per month? Payable in advance.
By the devil, I don't have such an amount.
It is more costly when the king is at Versailles. Well?
I can't possibly take lodgings at this price.
Think it over. It won't stay empty forever.
Take these 35 livres now, and gentleman's honour, I shall pay you the rest as soon as possible.
I accept your word, but not for long.
Monsieur de Boisset has returned. He's in the main row of the king's horses.
Ah, Monsieur the Marquis. I thought I might see you, since the Duchesse de Bourgogne's coach is in the great courtyard.
Yes, I have left the princess for a moment. She is with the Countess of Armagnac arranging this evening's board at Monsieur Legrand's. Pray tell me of this extraordinary theft of all these saddles and caparisons which have vanished.
Can't understand it. How could it happen? With so many people in the stables, and all these other thefts, even from the Dauphin.
Do not despair. As regards the theft of his lordship's diamonds, the king knows the guilty party. He said as much this morning, but did not reveal his name.
Ah, Faverolles. Is it you who's been looking for me? How is your father?
I have a letter from him here, monsieur.
You wish to become a diplomat. You are aware that the king is suspicious of those who scorn the military profession. But I cannot refuse your father. You must meet with the Marquis de Torcy, who is responsible for foreign affairs. Here, take this saddle to him in the minister's wing. I have promised it to him. If you are unable to find the minister, give it to Blondel, his head clerk. Good luck, my young friend.
I bring this saddle. Versailles told me to take it to the minister's wing.
Monsieur, I know this usher. Offer him money and he will open all the doors for you. It is so for all these fellows. These valets are more insolent than the masters. The custom here is 1 écu.
By the devil, 3 livres!
The minister is too busy to see you.
What about Monsieur Blondel, then?
Regretfully, the head clerk does not wish to be disturbed. Come back tomorrow. Thank you, monsieur. I shall inform the head clerk.
You have a saddle to give me for the minister. Thank you. Your name, monsieur?
Charles-Louis de Faverolles.
Ah, yes. So your father has returned from Spain?
Very recently, and I wanted to ask for a position in your department. Spain in particular.
You? In foreign affairs? And in Spain? You can't be serious. You, of all people. Matters there are so complex. You would be required to perform very great services for us. Goodbye, monsieur. I have much to do.
Monsieur, may I offer some further advice? Attend the King's Grand Couvert this evening. One sometimes has the opportunity to speak with persons of influence there.
Here I am, installed at last. I've taken my baggage from the coach office. To enter the castle, one must be dressed correctly, hair combed, sword and hat, otherwise entry is barred. Now I'm ready.
You do not enter the Grand Couvert without a recommendation. The king dines in public, true enough, but we can't just let anyone in. The chamber ushers are Maynard and Desnoyers, a pair of real guard dogs. Tomorrow I shall speak with them, but meanwhile, would you like to play with me?
With pleasure. But see here, this is all I have left.
It is not much, that is true. But your trinket shall be your stake.
No, monsieur. I will never risk losing Elvira's locket. My future at Versailles would have to depend on it.
Let us discuss this. I am assistant buildings inspector, and my right-hand man is unwell. You could take the position on condition that you have a modicum of knowledge and no little common sense. I'm going to find out. We are currently working on the decoration of the king's new chamber. Could you tell me in which order you would have Excellent. Meet me tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock at the Colonnade Grove. We have to erect the statue of Proserpine there. I shall introduce you to Monsieur Mansart. Be warned, he is a difficult person, but if you make a good impression with him, he may well take you on. That would sort out your financial affairs.
In the name of the saints, take this!
But
No discussion, and don't forget our meeting.
What a diamond! Mother of God! That's fine security for a game of teetotum. The principle is a simple one. We each bet on a number and then spin the top. The winning number takes all the stakes. If nobody wins, we bet again, then spin the top again, until a number wins. That will do nicely.
Oh, I don't know what to say. He has been losing since morning. I will be in a little less of a hurry to demand the rest of your debt.
that's me done for now. Not a penny and no diamond. I'll just have to wait until tomorrow.
Which way are we going to turn this group? The sun comes from the east, which is this side, and in the evening it's here. Proserpine is carried off by Pluto, so... Cease prattling on about the upkeep of the groves being too costly. It is your job to do something about it.
I am not talking about the upkeep, but the constant transformations. Each time we create a new grove, I have to rip it all up to allow the new pipe work to pass through.
Nothing is too good for the king, but it is above all the fantasies of Lenotre, which cost dear.
With all due respect, allow me to tell you that there is nothing. You, monsieur, whom I know not and who might have a fresh view, tell us what you think of the ballroom and the colonnade.
My God, the ballroom and the colonnade. Which is the work of Mansart? One is an architect, the other a gardener. The colonnade looks much newer, your lordship.
Now there's a bright young fellow. Your name, young man?
Charles-Louis de Faverolles, your lordship. I plan to take him on for a while to replace my assistant, who is ill, as you know. Are you of agreement?
Very much so. Take him with you to the terrace this afternoon at 3. The Spanish ambassador, the Marquis de Castel dos Rios, wishes to see the gardens. I warn you that the water will not be flowing in the groves, for this morning the king told the estate that he was delaying his walk.
Meanwhile, here is half of your pay for July, 80 livres. You still have the purse, don't you? Bring it to me right away.
L'Huillier, not so fast. We must speak. Ambassador, this is Monsieur Faverolles, who is to show you around the gardens.
Here are the instructions and the key to the groves.
The key to the groves? I had heard that they were open.
That is correct, they were. But with such a crowd coming from Paris and all over Europe, much damage was occurring. Her Majesty was forced to close them and is reluctant to reopen. She has always wanted to offer the pleasure they provide to all. Well, let us begin, Ambassador. We shall meet later on the King's Walk. And you can tell me of your visit